This episode has been brought to you by GoDaddy. Visit GoDaddy.com and use offer code Jeff20OFF or Jeff295 for great discounts. And by BitGravity, the exclusive HD provider of the Tech Buzz Network. For live streaming of Mission Critical events, trust BitGravity. Visit BitGravity.com for more information. And by New Tech, the makers of the TriCaster 40. Stun your viewers, not your accountant. Visit newtech.com and find out more about all the TriCaster line.
There we go. It's always a nice one taking a sip of the red cup right when the camera comes on. You gotta love it. Something lovely. So anyways, it is the Jeff Adams Show here on the JeffAdamsShow.tv and the TechBuzz.net. It's great to have the nice guitars kicking it. And it's like, the Merry Uncle Love. How you doing, man?
Hey, I'm back from vacation. Oh, I got to start my shot with I'm just drinking. Oh, are we on? Hey, all right. Welcome to the Jeff Adams Show. I am the Merry Monk of Love. Taking your calls, 1-888-547-8383.
Yes,
I'm having
sir.
set envy today. Have you noticed the new set that's going on Jeff Adams' side of things?
Yeah, did a little work to the studio and getting stuff ready. Still not done, but lots of work to be done still. And so that's been what I've been kind of doing. I was kind of rushing around today because I kind of put it off last minute and had all this other stuff pop up. So it is what it is.
I'm trying to match the vibe. I do have all those CDs back there. Pay no attention to that outdated technology. I do have the obligatory non-essential screen like Jeff does. I could get my name up or my website or something, just kind of have that. I've got, I don't have a plant, but I have a golem.
The golem.
And I do have a cow head. I'm just trying to figure out how to mount this so that this too will be part of my contribution to the aesthetic that is at a very high standard now on the Jeff Adams Show. There's new stuff happening. I mean, you guys are making me feel like I'm just not bringing it. We're new and noteworthy on iTunes. This is amazing.
Crazy. Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Have you broken the news yet?
I think I did. I think it was on Tuesday. I did. Yeah.
So I come back from vacation, and all of a sudden you're a real boy. No more Pinocchio. you got all this stuff going on, and I'm still back here in the '90s with CDs.
I'm potty trained now, man. Look at this, all grown up. I can pee in the toilet.
I hear that you had a controversial program last week.
Yeah,
that you were making people upset with the marriage advice.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it was a good show, man. Having Mark Gunger on and
Mark Gunger.
Yeah, he's very hardcore, man, and it was kind of stressful too. I mean, if you watched last week, I think we went all the way to 3:35 because he was an hour behind, and he had to do it from his office. You know, he has a full studio, and it was a really bad connection. But he actually in playback, all his people came back and watched it, so it was actually a really good show.
Yeah, you can't go wrong there.
It ruffled some feathers for some people, but that's the whole point of doing what we do. Is
well, I'm sorry that I missed out on that. I would love to be a part of some controversy here on the Jeff Adams Show.
You were talking to someone, the C.S. Lewis cat, right? Doing a show?
Oh, yeah, we've got that coming up on Steve Brown, etc. You can check out the talk show that I produce at stevebrownetc.com. It's called Steve Brown, etc. And coming up on the program on August 2nd, I think it is, Douglas Gresham. He's the stepson of C.S. Lewis. Have you ever seen the movie Shadowlands?
No, I haven't.
There's like a life story, C.S. Lewis. I think it was Anthony Hopkins that played C.S. Lewis, and one of the boys was Douglas. He was raised Yeah, by C.S. Lewis. And so Douglas is the keeper of the C.S. Lewis library, all the rights and all of the books, and he's the producer of the Chronicles of Narnia movies and all that. Yeah, that's coming up August 2nd on Steve Brown, etc. So please join us for that. Thanks.
What's that guy's net worth, man?
I don't know, man, but he's living a life you wouldn't believe. He lives in Malta, and he's got like all this acreage in Australia someplace he was talking about. You can hear all about it on the show. He's just living this unbelievable life. And they're working on the Screw Tape Letters, the film adaptation of the Screw Tape Letters. You familiar with that book?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And, they're talking about the next Narnia thing. I think there was some controversy about how that was all going to come down. But, yeah, he's living the life.
The dream. What are they going to redo? They're going to do the whole franchise over or what?
Oh no, they won't start out. No, they'll go on to the next one, but they got to work all that stuff out.
Oh, all right.
Takes time to make movies.
So how's the book going?
The book's good. I've got I'm encouraged. I got to admit that once I finished writing the book and I gave it to the editor or to the agent, and he's off pitching it to publishers. I started to slide into this depression. Like, I didn't know what to do with myself anymore. It had occupied so much of my thought, so much of my time. And, it's been a 5-year thing that when something else wasn't going on, keeping me busy, I always had the book. I always had this world that I could go into and craft and live in. And then it was done, and I'm just kind of waiting for phone calls. And I've gotten some good feedback from some publishers, so we'll see. But yeah, it's been kind of hard for me, and I've been blogging again at themerrymonk.com, kind of working through some of that stuff. And so I would love to talk about kind of moving past all that and just kind of getting on with things. You know what I mean? If you have time today, there's this little phrase that I came up with is, check this out: you don't have what it takes until you do what it takes. What do you think about that? That's the shorthand. That's the bullet point on this post that's most recent up there at themerrymonk.com. You want to unpack that? What are your thoughts?
Well, I'm inspired by your writing, man. I've been so inspired by your writing, the fact that I'm going to actually start writing children's books.
Are you really?
Oh yeah. The first one I'm going to actually maybe I should do this in my Jay Leno voice. Yeah, I'm going to start writing children's books. And my first one is going to be a potty train book. It's called The Snake That Lives in the Toilet. There you go. Yeah.
It's like it's a big Sasquatch in the book. Big Sasquatch that teaches kids how to do things.
There's a snake that lives in the toilet. Wouldn't that be a pretty funny book? You're trying to, by accident,
terrify children.
Oh yeah, you go pick up that book and you go, oh, it's a potty train book, and the kid reads it. And the snake, wait a minute, I'm not going to the potty.
Not going to go over. Parents are not going to be happy with you.
Yeah, I need to fire my writers. Wait a minute, that's me. There's a snake in the toilet, man.
But if you want to write a children's book, then my advice to you is start writing. Just start doing it, whatever it is. And that's what I was writing about at the Merry Monk on Just Start Walking was the name of the post.
Just Start Walking. And
yeah,
it's the title of the show.
I have some inspiring words to share with you if you're interested.
Yeah, let's do it, man. Inspire me.
I don't want to sidetrack the show or anything. And feel free to call 1-888-547-8383. But I started first. I'm working through. What do I do now? I don't like inaction. I want to keep moving, and that's good. It's good to just get in there and start doing things. But then there's also there's a time to be still, and there's a time to be settled and move from a place of stillness. And I don't do still well. And I'd like to do that better. I've got to practice that. But as I've been pressing moving into this kind of unsettled time of not knowing what to do with myself, this is what I came out with. I got this piece that was sent to me by my editor, and it appeared at Huffington Post. Writing What's Maybe Almost Halfway Brave was the name of the article, and it's talking about writing and taking on a book that's just too big for you. And so I was in this post saying, well, it's really let's talk about life. Not everybody's going to write, but taking on a life that's really too big for you. And so here's the problem that we start out with. Yeah, that's the post right there on Huffington Post, writing what's maybe really good stuff in there. One of the things that's quoted says, each of us is profoundly, even fundamentally mediocre. So it's only by asking ourselves to do what we actually cannot yet do that we step up to take on the critical challenges. And so, we all start in this place of we're just kind of raw material. And you really don't know what it takes till you start moving. And a lot of times, most of the time, that just leads to failure. And so I took one of these quotes and I made it about living life. And I'll read that to you, and then maybe we can talk about it. For the ambitious liver of life, it is always this. You simply cannot live the life you desire because it is objectively too hard for you. Techniques will be required, and you've mastered none of them. Now, originally, they're talking about writing a book, but I'm saying, man, this is the same thing with life. You can't truly live because you don't know how. And you cannot, in fact, know how, because this life of yours, if original, has never before been lived, not by you and not by anyone. So if you step up and go, hey, I want to live my life, that's a unique moment in time. You're a unique person who's going to step out in unique circumstances with unique giftings, and you're going to do stuff that's never been done before, and you're going to fail, and it's in the failure, while not losing your ambition to really live life, that's where the secret is. And so one more thing.
Wait a minute. Hey, hang on a second. Hold that thought. So
what? Am I rambling?
No, you're not rambling. I'm just, about the failure part. How do you overcome, someone's like, well, Erik, I'm doing that, but I continue to fail and I fail, but it's making me miserable. How do you see beyond that?
Okay, so this is the quote that I want to read, and it talks about exactly that. It is in setting out to do the impossible thing that we will accustom ourselves to failure. Feel every scrape, bruise, blister, all the aches and strains in every joint and muscle and tendon, pain born of huge ambition. Setting out to write this book, setting out to live this life, setting out to do this podcast, setting out to write your silly children's book about snakes in the toilet, whatever it is. And so we remain ambitious, even as we are disheartened, all the while learning to tolerate the reeking stench of our not great writing, not great living, not great children's book, whatever it is. Yeah. It's learning to deal with the stench. It's not there yet. But it's about remaining ambitious and disheartened. Get used to it. Just get used to failure. And you know what's going to happen then? That impossible stuff that you couldn't do before, you start learning how to do it. And that's where the experience comes in. And that's why I say you don't know how, you don't know if you have what it takes until you do what it takes.
Right.
So you just get out there and start doing it. And I just keep coming back to this message over and over again on this show and in my life. And I'm sitting there done with one project, wondering what to do with my time. You're sitting there at 40 having this midlife crisis going, all right, I've accomplished some things. I'm halfway through with my life, or, maybe not that much, whatever,
Stress.
And you're thinking, all right, what now? It's like that Donald Miller talked about in A Million Miles in 1,000 Years. I probably brought this up on the program before. You set out on vacation, actually. We did some kayaking when I was gone up in North Carolina on, what was it? Lake Gaston. Anyway, we went out there, did some kayaking. Donald Miller talks about going across the sound on a kayak. And, you leave the beach and you're paddling away and you see the progress you're making as you zip away from the beach. But when you get out in the middle of the sound, you paddle and you paddle and you paddle, and it doesn't look like the shore behind you is getting any further away. And you look ahead, and it doesn't look like the shore ahead is getting any closer. And you just paddle and paddle, and you start getting tired. And I think that's what you've experienced in midlife. That's what I've been going, I mean, I got to push through this thing. And he says, you really have a choice. Either you can just kind of stop and fall out of the kayak and sink to the bottom and just say, man, I'm tired. I don't want to do it anymore. Or you just keep paddling and just keep feeling the ache and the strain and the pain of that, and it's because it's in that you're growing, that you're learning, that you're failing, but you're learning from your failures and you're moving on. And I don't know if that can be given to you. I don't know if that kind of ambition that to start out with, I don't know where that comes from, because I'm experiencing that in other parts of my life too. You may have noticed the moon food is not the moon food program, the MetaFast diet. I'm not doing too great with that.
Have you even eaten any of the
dared
food
to do this? What's that?
Have you eaten any of the food lately, or what?
No, I haven't been eating the moon food. I went to Kobe Steakhouse last night.
Good call, man.
I'm just like I Einstein bagels this morning. One of those Asiago cheese, man. And I'm like, I saw another one that was like 6 cheeses. I'm like, dude, I'm gonna get an Asiago one. I'm gonna get one of them 6 cheese ones. I'm gonna put some schmear on that. It's great, But I haven't been very motivated to diet and to get on with that. And so I look at that part of my life and I go, how come that hasn't given way to this ambition?
Well, because you like food, right?
I know.
I lost about 12 pounds, but I'm maintaining at the 12 I lost. But there's days you see the Chick-fil-A sign and you go, because I was doing like a veggie, like this fruit smoothie thing for lunch, drink coffee in the morning, and then have a sensible dinner. But then, it's during the day, you're hungry. You see Chick-fil-A and you say, you know what? I think I'm going to have Chick-fil-A. Because you know what? I like to eat too. And what's really sad about the situation is at night, guess what I watch? If I'm not watching podcasts, guess what I'm watching, Eric? I'm watching the Food Network.
Yeah. Love the Food Channel, man.
Yeah, it's food porn. It's exactly what it is. It's what I watch. But you're trying to diet, but I'm watching all the wrong things.
Well, yeah, there is a delayed gratification. I mean, you have to, if you're going to set out to do something, you have to be disciplined and say, I don't want to go for the immediate payoff because I have this vision of where I want to go. It's like Stephen Haywood with the tech buzz. Like he could be doing other things with his time. He could be, getting really good at I don't know, Skyrim or something. I mean, he could be
his spare time he plays skee ball.
But what he could be getting really, really good, at skee ball. He could be doing all these different things, but he stays focused. He's got this vision, and he puts off some stuff so that he can, do the thing that he set out to do. He's just still paddling, and so you have to do that. And I think one of the secrets to change is that the real change doesn't happen until the pain of not changing is greater. No. Yes. The pain of not changing is greater than the pain of changing.
Right. Try this one more time. The pain of not changing.
Yeah, you don't, change doesn't happen until the pain of not changing becomes greater than the pain of changing. So it's like, it's the hit rock bottom thing. You become a total obese Mary Monk of love, and you're just like, man, ain't no pizza worth it, ain't no bagel worth it, no Kobe, nothing. I just want to get healthy, and I just want to move on. So I think there is an element of that, And so in those areas, please just let me hit rock bottom and leave me alone, because I need to hit rock bottom.
Are you you live in Seattle now? I see there's smoke in the radio studio there. You're really you're really deep today, man. It's like you've been
yeah. No, well, this is how I get. This is how I get when I slide into one of these. When I'm not active, my brain just starts, going, oh, what's going on, and what do I need to do? You know, do I need
what do
to
you mean? Wait, what do you mean by not active? What does that mean? I mean, active as what?
When I'm like engaged creatively in something,
Okay.
you know, like the book. I mean, it had just taken up. Or if I'm studying, if I'm taking a course, you know, I've ended up with a bunch of degrees, and you know, if I'm not really focused on a subject, and I have books to read, and you know, I know what the next step is, and you know, I'm going down the road with that stuff, then yeah, it's just like idle hands, you know, you just kind of, it's unsettling.
Do you have
I don't
idle
know.
hands right now?
No, they're podcast. I have podcasting
Not
hands.
right. I'm just saying in general, outside the podcast, you have idle hands.
Well, I think, yeah, I mean, I think there has been a lull in my activity after the book, and that's what I'm talking about. That's what gave birth to all this stuff.
Well, too, I gotta say this. It's like I get what you're saying, and sometimes you hit walls in your life. You continue to hit walls. You try. But things that have worked for me is, you know, it's like doing this podcast. Sometimes you win, sometimes you don't. You either you hit it out of the park or you don't. You fall, you know, flat on your face. I used to be the type where I used to be so consumed with what my goal was that it made me completely miserable.
yes.
Right. And now what I find is the little things in life, like, you know, being a dad, I should say the big things in life, not little things, but being a dad, being a husband, and, you know, just being consumed with something different other than yourself. Like last night, you know, wife was coming back home from out of town. I cooked dinner. I did all the laundry. I did, you know, dishes. I was running around. I packed the kids' lunch for camp. You know, I wasn't consumed with, you know, me. You know, I was doing something else. And when you do those little things, it just takes your mind off, and you become a happier person. And so, like,
I agree.
And doing like this podcast, I mean, it's like you don't put all your pressure on yourself to perform. And if you fail, you fail. Big flipping whip. I mean, there's another week I can hit another show and do it fine, or do it okay. You know, sometimes you win, sometimes you don't. And I think I've finally come in a place in my life where I've accepted that. Sometimes I'm going to win, sometimes I'm not.
And that's part of what they were saying. Be ambitious and disheartened. You know, there's sometimes you're going to fail. Feel the failure and learn from your failure and move on. And I think that's a valuable thing that happens in these kind of midlife crises, that you start going, what's really important? What's really important? Is the book really important? Is the podcast really important? You know, what
is it? I mean, that's the thing. I mean,
is the next degree really important? You know, because those are the things that you know, the next experience, the next trip, the next whatever it is that I'm into. And I think you do hit what you came to is like, what's most important? Well, the people in my life.
That's right.
My wife and my kids and my friends, and trying to practice what I'm preaching everywhere else in the house.
Right.
You know, to be loving to them and to be self-sacrificial to them. And I think you're right. That is what you come to. And then when you approach these other projects, you can have a lighter touch on them. They don't have to like define you as a person. You
don't have all this pressure. You don't put all this pressure on yourself.
Right. I'm not the podcast. I am not the book.
Yeah.
You know, I am not what I write. I am not my khakis, you know.
Your khakis.
That's a Fight Club thing. But there's something to that too, where you can say, okay, well, I am all about my family and all of that. That's transient too. You know, bad stuff happens, and you know, those are the hard things of life when you put all your eggs in that basket, and then kids start getting mental and doing all kinds of stuff to hurt themselves or hurt other people. You know?
Oh yeah.
Like, I gave my life to you, man. You're behaving like I did, like I do. So those are kind of hard things too. But yeah, so I'm in a good place right now. I really am. I've pressed through this, and
well, there's people in the chat room that's saying, yeah, you are in a good place because you smoked weed today.
Every time I have these conversations with you on the program, that's the accusation.
I didn't say it this time though. I'm just saying it's in the chat room.
I know, but do you only talk about stuff like this when you're high?
I don't know. I mean, no. I mean, it's deep. It's good. I mean,
well, I don't have enough conversations like this in my life.
But that's what I'm saying. That's why we're getting together tomorrow night. We got the boys. We're doing an old school night, and we're going out and we're painting Orlando, Florida. We're going to paint it good, man.
Yeah, we're going to have a great time. We're going to go out and all that. Yeah, but I want more conversations like this, you know? And if you want to get high, I don't care.
Yeah, outside of you want to have more conversations like this outside your counselor, right?
No, this isn't even, it's not even about counseling. It's about living life.
Right. I got you, man. It is.
And
it's true.
I talk to my counselor, you know, like, take my drugs, go to my counselor.
Are you on drugs? I mean, what do you prescribe to take now?
I got a couple drugs I take.
What?
I can't remember the name of them right now. Oh, Wellbutrin is one of them. And
been on there. I've been there before.
Not bad. Kind of a buzzy thing, you know, kind of gets you all cranked up.
What else?
And then since I get all cranked up, then I need to take the other one that kind of brings me back mellow. You know,
so let me. I mean, we got like 3 minutes till break here. Actually, 2.
Hey, if you gotta get your head together, I don't have any problem with that at all. You take the drugs, get your neurotransmitters all dialed in. You know?
Yeah, I'm on a drug too. It really balances me out, man, and hopefully I can get off it at some point.
Well, I'll tell you this. When they brought up me taking drugs, I was like, you gotta be kidding me. I'm not taking any of them drugs, you know? Then I started thinking, like, why am I so against taking this drugs from this doctor? You know? Right. It's like I have taken drugs from far less reputable people than this doctor who says that it's going to be good for me, you know? And so I think, it's just an arrogance, like a pride thing. So like, what the hell? Take some drugs.
Take them. You only live once.
I feel very happy. I'm happy.
We're being programmed by the government.
I don't care. I'm not being programmed by the government. They can try all they want. Hate the government. I really do. Just hate it. I don't care if you're monitoring this either, NSA. Kiss my butt.
There you
Look into my life. I don't care.
I don't care. You got some strange guy behind
I'm
you.
a free man.
We got to go pay some high dollar bill. I got to pay for the set in the background. So as we return, we will still continue, and we'll take phone calls too. We're just kind of shooting the breeze today on the Jeff Adams Show.
1-888-547-8383.
After this.
Jam the Hype, your source for positive hip-hop and R&B. Now on your smartphone or tablet. Playing new music from Lecrae.
Boy, I lost it, I'm foolish. Running off at the tulips. Probably wooing all the coolest, persecutors, the boas. Catch me.
Thizzle.
Fresh up off that plane. Touchdown in my city. Flew around the world with this bird on my feet.
Jacob.
And the world is such a beautiful place. Such a beautiful. I know that we can make it.
Flame.
No, I don't do this so the industry can't know my name. Boy, I do this on purpose.
The Rose. On our smartphone app, you'll get 24/7 streaming radio, interviews, videos, interact with other music fans, and get live TV broadcasts covering positive hip-hop and R&B events. Now, on the Apple iOS Store and Google Play, Jam the Hype, changing lives with positive hip-hop and R&B. Now on your smartphone or tablet. Jam the Hype, your positive hip-hop and R&B channel.
want to share something with you really important. For those who don't know, we're adopting from Haiti. And in the orphanage in Haiti and Jacmel, there's lots of kids that need instruments. I was just there a few weeks ago, and they were learning how to play on these little plastic flutes. The orphanage, the lady that runs the orphanage, Marlena, she asked if there's any way we could raise awareness that these kids need trombones, trumpets, saxophones, tubas. So if you have anything laying around, please send them to me. It's for a great cause, donations. These kids need them. These kids are doing great things in Haiti, but they need instruments. So donate. Hit me up at the Jeff Adams Show on Facebook or the jeffadams.tv, and I will give you an address where you can send these instruments. And thank you for your support. It's for a great cause. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Hey, yeah. You know, actually, in the back, that does look like a marijuana plant, but it's not. I promise you, it's fake. Just to cover up some of the distractions of my set that I got to pay for. Speaking of paying for, GoDaddy.com is an official sponsor of the Tech Buzz Network and the Jeff Adams Show. And let me tell you something about GoDaddy. I've used it a lot in my life, and I will continue to use it. I actually used it 2 weeks ago and purchased a domain name. And it's really easy to use. It's very friendly. If you're looking for, email hosting, you need space for your website that you need to build. It's very, very friendly. And if you're, if you're a returning customer, use the code Jeff295. Or if you're a brand new customer, use Jeff20 off. But I want to please tell you, if you're already a customer with GoDaddy and you use the code Jeff295 as a returning customer, please note I'm not going to get credit for it. So if you want to become another member and you want to use that code, do it and we'll get credit for it. But thanks, GoDaddy, for being a sponsor of the Jeff Adams Show and the Tech Buzz Network. And we're speaking of deep things today. We're just kind of kicking it. It's great to have the Merry Monk of Love back with
And I
us.
think I finally got my set together.
Oh my gosh, what did you do?
I have my unnecessary screen behind me. And I have a cow head.
Did you go to the yard sale? I mean, did you find that stuff on the side of the road like during break or what?
No. Well, I have the Gollum. That was a gift to me back when the Lord of the Ring movies came out because I really identify with the Gollum character. I mean, I won't go into it now, but I really do. And the cow was actually a gift to me because it's one of the characters from the talk show that I produced, Steve Brown, etc. And we had this reincarnation of Gandhi who would come on the program. And of course, since Gandhi was enlightened and all that stuff, in the Hindu religion, there's nothing holier than a cow. So of course he had to come back as a cow. And so we would have him on and he would comment on different things about
why not? How come you didn't put your creative hat on that one? Why not come back as a hamburger or a steak or filet or something?
No. He comes in as a cow and then there's a guy who interprets for him. And I would be that guy, and he would be like, then I'd be like, Gandhi say, we have a caller. Somebody call 1-888-547-8383. Hey, Ron, you're on the Jeff Adams Show.
Well, hey guys, how you doing? Oh, yeah, you're getting kind of deep today.
Yeah. Well, what do you think? Do you think there's anything to what I'm talking about? Is just get out there, fail, do your thing, be the impossible you.
All I can say is, holy cow.
Hey, Gundy, he say, holy cow. Yes. Gundy say, I am the divine bovine. I am the holy cow. I am the ruminator of ruminators. Thank you very much, Gandhi.
You got to put that thing up on the
I
wall.
like Jeff's Jay Leno impersonation, too.
Yeah.
Well, that's, what's going on? Let me have the face like Jay Leno. Hey, speaking of which, what's going on?
You like that one?
I've sworn off that guy because of what happened with Conan O'Brien.
Oh, yeah.
I won't watch Jay Leno.
But you know what?
I've taught my children to hate him. Like,
But
do
Ron-
not.
Yeah, you don't watch Jay Leno. And Ron, you can chime in on this too. But like with Jay Leno, I actually said this a couple weeks ago, maybe. I don't remember. I watched a Johnny Carson documentary.
Oh,
And
yeah.
The same thing, really happened to David Letterman. David Letterman was set to take over the Tonight Show, and he got bamboozled
over on CB. I know.
I took over because I filled in when Joan Collins left. Yeah.
Yeah. How did he end up with the gig?
I don't know. And he's just so. Have you ever seen like his old stand-up, Jay Leno stand-up? It's the worst stuff I've ever seen in my whole life.
Yeah. No, it's been so long. When's the last time he did stand-up?
Just go look on YouTube. I actually was like, man, it's like he actually came on a Tonight Show like the first time, and it was the lamest thing I've ever seen in my whole life. I don't even know how he got to become the show host. I just, why not Jerry Seinfeld? Jerry Seinfeld was back then doing the show frequently. How come they didn't throw Jerry a bone?
I mean, they have no taste. They had Joan Rivers co-hosting or sitting in. That was horrible.
Yeah, she was horrible.
So,
Ron, did
hey,
you like
Ron,
you like Joan Collins?
Do I what?
Joan Rivers. Did I say Joan Collins?
Joan Rivers, yeah.
Yeah, Joan Rivers.
Once in a while she's okay, but she is a bit much.
Yeah.
Ron, would you date her right now?
No.
Ron, how old are you?
63. I'm
63.
officially an old fart.
So Jones, what is she, 80 now or something?
Probably.
Would you date an older woman, Ron?
It all depends on if they had money and if they wanted me.
So are you single guy now?
Oh, yeah.
What happened? You leave your wife? Did she die or never had one?
We got married when I was 49. It was actually a girl, my first girlfriend, when I was 16.
Oh, wow.
And we got back together 33 years later and got married.
Or did you guys meet at the high school reunion or what?
No, actually. It just happened to, I don't know, somebody I knew told me, I can't remember if it was through a dating site or classmates.com. Yeah. And somebody I knew told me that she would be interested in bumping into me again. So we started.
Did you bump into her? Hey, now.
That's the thing. You know what I like in a woman? She's interested.
I was going to say something, but I probably shouldn't because you want to try to keep a G rating on this show.
We're new and noteworthy on iTunes.
What were you going to say, Ron?
Actually, I could just say one word, me, and you could put that together with your question, and that'll answer it.
Yeah. So, Ron, I'm having like deja vu. Did you call in before? Did we have this conversation?
Yeah, I've called in before.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We've already delved into your life, and I'm sorry for prying again. I did it twice now.
It doesn't matter.
Well,
it's not, it's one of those things.
Well, here's the thing. I really want to help people. As the Merry Monk of Love, I really want to help people. So I want to throw this idea past you and see what you think. What I'm interested in doing is being I want 1,000 people, and I want to be their own personal Merry Monk of Love. I want to be available to them. We can have group chats. I can talk deep stuff and help them with their lives. Or we could just have fun. I could suggest like different scotches, cigars. If you're in Orlando, we could party, whatever you want to do, I will just bless you with buffoonery and help you with your own spiritual experimentation, whatever. I'm looking for.
Wait a minute.
I'm looking for 1,000 people, and I want for the privilege of having your own personal Merry Monk of Love, and you will have personal access to me. For the privilege, all I ask is $10 a month. And so if
Good luck with that.
Oh my gosh, is this turning into a Jerry Lewis telethon?
So Ron, you don't find this interesting at all?
Everybody's good to have ambitions, but I wouldn't mind meeting all of you guys and maybe sharing a beer or two, or in Steve's case, Coca-Cola or whatever.
Right.
Beyond that, well, good luck with that.
Well, see, that's what I've been talking about. Ambitious and disheartened. Maybe that's what I'm going for.
I love that Ron just said, "Good luck with that, Eric."
Good luck.
I'm not paying you.
But I think I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to give up on it because this is a dream of mine. I want 1,000 people giving me $10 every month. I mean, come on. What's $10 to you, Ron? Just go to themerrymonk.com, click on Mad Monk Money.
Let's see, $10. I could probably buy a cheap 12-pack of beer.
So what's that include, Eric?
Dude, you would be helping me spread love and joy across the land. You would be supporting things like this, other shows. When I go out, and make people happy, you could be at home drinking your beer and going, you know what? I feel good because I know that the Merry Monk of Love is out there drinking with people and making them happy.
Well, that's the thing too. Ron, chime in on this too.
Yeah.
Where's the boundaries on this, Eric? I mean, where do you set boundaries for $10 a month? What does that get you?
1,000. That's the.
What does that get you? $10 a month.
What that gets me is a $10,000 every month, so that I don't have to worry about anything.
Of course,
so that
I get that.
So that I can sit around being happy, so that I can make you happy. That's what it's about.
All right.
I will have the free time to have deep spiritual thoughts that I can share with you because you're busy making that $10. You don't have time to do what I'm going to do, the sacrifices I'm going to make.
Yeah, well, let me ask you this: Where are you going to set the boundaries, Eric?
Are you gonna
I'm going to make is I'm going to live my
for
whole.
instance, a gay guy comes to you, Eric, and he says this: "Hey, for $10 a month, can we do a little something on the side? Are you going to do that? Yes or no for $10 a month? Because you're really pimping yourself out right here."
What? Okay, here's the thing. I will wholeheartedly devote myself to 1,000 people. Who does that? That is.
Wait. What did you just say? You were wholeheartedly.
What are you going to do?
Right?
What are you going to do? How are you going to do that?
I will give you my phone number. I will give you my email address. You can be my friend on Facebook. You can come and meet me. I will buy a plane ticket. If I get this 1,000 people, I will have the money. I will say, come on down, or I can come up to you. I could travel all over the country, all over the world, making people happy. You would be one of them. And I would schedule it, man. I'd put it in, I'd get a schedule. And I would make sure that I took care of everybody.
You know what, Eric? You should try it. But
I am trying it. Go to themerrymonk.com.
Yeah. Okay.
Click Mad Monk Money. Click the donate button. $10 a month. You're not even going to miss it. You're not even going to miss it.
Wait a minute. I still think, I should get 10% of that money, maybe even 20%, because you just friggin'.
Oh, you make your money off of GoDaddy. I'm not making anything over here. What money am I getting?
Money. You're making plenty of money.
Dude, look at my set compared to your set. Your set is awesome because you're making money. Look at my set. There you go. Beer will change the world. I don't know how, but it will. There it is.
I always thought Eric's set looked rather professional, kind of like you sitting in a radio studio.
Oh, I am.
Whining about Eric.
It's just an old radio studio with old technology.
Yeah,
but not anymore because I have the useless screen behind me like Jeff. I have the various kitschy things, stuff going on. There's things happening over here.
Yeah, I'm going to go buy an ugly plant, put it in the background of my set.
Oh, Ron, stop it.
Ron, do you have a show?
I'm not anymore. I'm better off just doing YouTube videos. But hey, I'm very impressed by Jeff's setup, and of course Steve's.
Yeah. Well, the network, the
Hey,
Tech
you're
Buzz
making
network.
fun of my
I mean,
plans,
that's
Ron.
what's
I
what's
wasn't
making
done
it
with my
happen.
set. I had to cover up some, bad
Yeah,
stuff.
I remember you, Ron. Gosh, Ron, dude. Right on, man. There you are.
The big guy with the tie-dye shirt.
Yeah,
Hey,
that's great, man.
You were talking about going through the middle age crisis.
Right.
Cheer up. When you get older, you can go through the old age crisis like me.
Yeah. Well, I can help cheer you up, Ron.
What's the old age crisis, Ron? What is that like? If I'm going through midlife right now, what's the old age like?
A lot of the same stuff, but you're also dealing with the fact, like in my case, I'm getting older and my circulation is going to my legs, so they're blowing up like balloons.
Oh, gosh.
Now I get to wear compression stockings, and I'm looking for tie-dye compression stockings.
Do you ever walk around? Do you walk around naked with those stockings on? Eric wants to know.
Would I ever tell you that?
I bet you do. You probably just don't care. If you're single, I mean, heck, I would. I mean, I would. I would. Come on. There's
So at
freedom of
60
being single.
So
well, I
it's
don't wear them in the bathtub.
so at 60
still take
something, it's the
baths.
same. It's like the same bad stuff emotionally, but now then you just add all the physical crises. Is that what you're saying?
Well, yeah, some of it mutates as, like I'm 63 years old and I haven't had fun in a decade or so, and am I getting too old to attract women? But I did lose 11 pounds in the last month without even trying.
That's
Oh,
good, man.
that's good.
Congratulations. Making me feel bad. I've been trying and I lost 11 pounds and I'm still.
Yeah, I want to keep pressing forward. I want to keep paddling across that sound, man. I want to do the moon food thing. I want to be held accountable by the Jeff Adams Show and the people that watch this program. I would like to come back next week and have lost some weight.
Well, you need to. I mean, speaking of which,
I'm going to be wearing
Ron,
stockings because of my circulation and stuff at 65 if I don't get this stuff together, man.
Well, part of it is related to being overweight. In my case, I've got quite the gut.
Oh,
and if you stay reasonable shape, I don't think you have to worry about it.
No, I'm not in any
What's the matter with the
reasonable
gut,
shape.
Ron? When you're that
Not in any-
age, let's see. I mean, guts are great things. I mean, let's think of the positive. When you're sitting down with a gut, right? And let me guess, Ron, you probably watch podcasts or you're on your computer or you're watching TV when you eat dinner, correct? So you can plop the Swanson dinner right on your gut and you don't have to eat a TV tray. That's a bonus.
It also keeps your lap warm.
Exactly. In the winter, there you go. Swanson TV
In
dinners.
Maine, that comes in handy. That's good stuff.
There you go.
See, Ron?
I don't even have a kitchen table. I just either sit on the easy chair and eat or sit at the computer. I've got 2 computer desks and 2 computers.
See, Ron, that laughter that I
Yeah.
just heard from you, that was joy that I brought you, and that was free, and I just want you to go ahead and take that free. Don't feel guilty about that or anything, all right? But I just want you to know that your life could be filled with that kind of laughter for $10 a month.
No, I can watch you guys every week and get it for nothing.
Oh no, this is just the drug dealer model out here. We're out here giving it for free, but you could have the real intense, high intensity stuff, like
Should
all
I
the
pretend
time,
that
man.
Should I pretend that I'm doing it just to get other people to join up?
No, I want $10. What good is you pretending to? Come on, man, $10. What? Why is this so hard? I don't like how this is going so far.
I wish you well. I really do.
Okay. Well,
I
maybe
mean that
spread the
honestly.
word. Share my link. I don't know. Gosh, if I can't get you to give me $10, how am I going to get anybody else to give me $10? You've called into the show a couple times. I mean, I've already got you in this far.
You got me as a fan, even though I may not catch every show because I got a lot of medical appointments and weight loss and wound care center and all that. But you got me as a fan.
Yeah, I could call you and encourage you, like on the road while you're on the way to those things. All kinds of stuff.
Well, good luck with that.
All right, I don't know what's going on. Jeff is texting me or somebody's texting me. We're supposed to do something now. All the fun's over now, Ron.
Oh, okay. You want me to hang up?
I don't know. Jeff, what do you want us to do? Oh, I see. I see what's going on. What happens is Jeff said, "I'll be right back," and he's left his show. This is what the text meant. He wanted me to carry the show for a while, but he only gave me 3 words: "Be right back." Like in the middle. Who does that? In the middle of a show? I've never had that happen to me before, where I'm co-hosting and the host just texts and goes, "You know what? I'm out."
Well, you see, when I lose all my weight, I'm going to have to buy a whole new wardrobe just to celebrate, and then I can chase the ladies around. I got to start saving my money.
Dude, I'll help you pick out outfits. Oh, man. This thing, we have fun. You and me. Dang. All right. I'm just going to leave it there. You know, pray about it. Pray about it. See if the spirit moves, you know. You think, gosh, you know what? It sounded silly. It sounded silly, but it was really a good idea.
I might borrow your idea and offer half as much and charge half as much.
You want to
get any?
Oh, you're stealing my model. You're stealing my monetizing model. That's no good.
No. My motto, and I want it now. Okay. All right.
Okay. Apparently, Ron, the host, has returned to his program. What the hell was that, Jeff?
Dude, you know my house is a madhouse.
What, did the plastic plant fall over or something?
No, it's just a circus here all the time. There's always someone coming at the door, and it's not like there's an emergency going on downstairs.
Well, dude, I mean, you're importing children from Haiti. What do you expect?
My Swanson TV dinner order came in. UPS.
Oh my gosh! You bring it on yourself. I have no sympathy for you.
Is Ron still on the phone?
Yeah, Ron's still there. But I think we got to end the show, don't we?
Yeah, we got about 8 minutes to go.
All right. Well, here's the thing. Just keep trucking, Ron. I want you to know that.
Okay.
I want you to know that there's a Merry Monk of Love who is saying to you, I believe that you can keep trucking.
I can do that.
All right. Good. That's free. I'm not even going to charge you for that.
Well, thank you.
All right. And I'm really glad that you called into the Jeff Adams show.
Yes, thanks, Ron.
Really added a whole dynamic. I mean, we're so much better together than we are alone. You know.
You're really pimping that PayPal thing out, aren't you, Eric?
No, I'm not. I'm done with that now. I'm just saying.
So what do you? We're going out tomorrow night with the boys. What are you gonna make me pay you PayPal to hang out with you? Is that what you're saying?
Oh no, I got a job. I mean, I can pay for my own drinks. I'm just saying, this dream I have. This is my vision for the future, and I just thought maybe we could start today with Ron, but apparently I'm gonna have to take my lumps and just keep pressing on.
Yeah.
I'm looking
forward to tomorrow night, man.
Yeah, we're gonna have a good time. Oh my gosh, it's been a long time since we got everybody together and went out.
Well, it's
so
gonna be
Anthony's
something,
Pizza
man.
and then Wally's.
It's gonna be.
Have we all agreed to go to Wally's?
Yeah, that sounds like the plan.
That's
Wally's,
stuff.
it is.
Hey, let's videotape. We'll videotape some of it, and we'll offer it on the program next week so that people can see what kind of stuff goes on.
That's a good idea. I'll
do you
start a PayPal account, and if someone wants to watch it, we'll make them pay $10 and they can watch the footage.
We'll get you on the inside, man. You can watch the real life footage of the Merry Monk and Jeff Adams partying. So,
well, there's a lot, we got about 6 minutes to go, but it's a lot of exciting things. I'm looking forward to tomorrow night, hanging out, the boys, old school 1990s. We still all hang out together, grab beers, but man, it's been way too long. But also on the Tech Buzz Network, in development right now, I think we should talk about it. Is Eric, you're getting your own show with the old cast and crew that you used to roll with the podcasting you did.
Well, I don't know if you want to announce, but if you're throwing it out there, we are all gung ho. We used to do a podcast. I mean, we were there when podcasting started. The podcast, etc. And Matt Porter, the comedy ninja. We've got Sharon, who is the spastic mystic. I am the Merry Monk of Love, hosting, kind of keeping it all the plates spinning, keeping things going. Jeff will be a part of it. And the take here is now you get to see all of the action as it happens with the tech that is provided by the Tech Buzz Network. So, I'm really excited about getting that. Hopefully, the people that used to listen will dig it and not be too freaked out by seeing us. Maybe I hope they'll enjoy that. And maybe
the good thing is you're going to get an HD camera. I'm giving you an HD camera on tomorrow night. I'm bringing you an HD camera, so this standard definition stuff is going. So you're going to have to get a setup back there, and this grabbing monitors up the side of the road has to end.
Well, we can see the glory of my set in HD next week, so look forward to that. Oh my gosh.
That's right.
The
20
voice in my head
in.
just said that it's going to be our 20th program next week.
The voice of God.
Oh,
Spoke
man.
again.
Congratulations, Jeff. 20
Wizard Broadcast Magic. Yeah, 20 episodes. It's taken forever, but man, I think we've come a long way with this show. It continues to strive for excellence and getting better, and no pressure, But you know what? I'm going to add to the madness. I'm going to actually, the counselor actually recommended this, that my wife come in and co-host from time to time, and she'll be bringing some news.
All right.
The shrink said, I think it'd be good for you guys. And I'm like, really?
Yeah.
No, I'm actually, we did a podcast a long time ago, and she's all into the news. And I think when we have, dead spots, it'll be great, man. She'll bring in the news. We'll bring in the news the last segment of the show. If it's not good news, and we'll just say, Stacy,
it's going to be real news. Like, are we going to talk about real issues and stuff, or is it going to be like news of the weird? And,
it's an experiment for the Jeff Adams Show. I've had recommendations from people that watch the show, and they said you should make it more interactive. Quit talking about yourself and get over your midlife crisis. Yada yada yada.
Really,
and,
people have said that.
No. Don't give up the good stuff.
People have said that?
Well, yeah, some people have, but you know what? Interaction for everybody.
Forget them.
How are you gonna forget? What if it's all? What if it's all the people in the chat room that said that? But no, what I'm saying is the interaction. It's an experiment. People can call in and they can chime in on things because some people don't want to talk about personal stuff.
If you try to make everybody happy, then nobody's gonna be happy.
But the thing with Mark, with Mark Gunger last week, I thought it was a great show. It pissed a lot of people off because we were talking about deep stuff. And I figure we'll get the deep stuff. And then if someone doesn't want to get deep, they can interact with, Joe Blow down the street blows up, this, that, and the other. And they can chime in, call in, and discuss. Yeah. It's an experiment. We can see how it goes. If it doesn't work out, then whatever, we'll exit out. But it's worth a shot and see how it rolls, All
right, cool. Yep. Well, and look for et cetera, because that's a crazy show. You get the three of us working together. We are like the three-legged stool sample of the internet, and man, we just really work well together. Really work well. So it's a lot of fun, and we're looking forward to getting that back together, getting the crew back together, doing a podcast.
I'm looking forward to that too, man. I think it's you guys have great chemistry and have a lot to offer, and I can't wait till the show gets off the ground. And
cool.
it's gonna be good to have you on the Tech Buzz family with the etc.
Thank you guys for making it possible. We're very thrilled, and $10, man. That's all I ask. $10. We can keep this party going.
So, but before we go, the plan is I got you on air because we rarely recall. We just text each other. So everybody's meeting at Nino's tomorrow night?
Yeah. Well, no, just three of us, and then I'll drive, and I'll keep people.
Okay, so
safe.
I just meet you guys at the place then, right?
Yeah. Just the people on this end of town are going to drive in one car.
All right. I'm going to have to bring a change of clothes or something just in case. I can't
what do you expect that's going to happen?
I don't know. Just, you got to prepare. Bring some deodorant, toothbrush. Who knows?
Oh, might not get home. Oh, I see.
Yeah. There you go.
All
right, guys.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Ron, thanks for hanging out with us, man, and supporting the Jeff Adams Show. Mary Monk, I'll see you tomorrow, and I'll bring your HD camera.
Yeah, and God bless the hell out of you, man.
That's right.
That's what I say over at themerrymonk.com. God bless the hell out of you.
That's right.
Yeah.
And thanks for hanging out at the Jeff Adams Show this week. We will be back next week, Thursdays, 3:30 Eastern Standard Time on the Jeff Adams Show.tv on the Tech Buzz Network. Peace out, homies.